Every medium has something unique to it, and with anime, that's fight scenes and the power awakenings that come before them. Today I plan to bring 10 anime power awakening scenes that blew our mind. Escalating the power levels of the characters with way cooler animation means way more hype, and these 10 scenes have given us enough hype to awaken our own otaku power. As usual, I plan on bringing more videos in the future, so don't forget to stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button along with the bell notification icon. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Ichigo Vasto, Lord Form. What's better than awakening the demon lord inside you? Or is it Hollow Lord? For a certain time, Bleach felt like it was repeating the same old formula over and over again. Some cast member gets kidnapped, and everyone runs off to save him or her. But the scene that changed my mind was Ichigo's battle with Ulquiorra. Over time, the anime had shown the hidden power within Ichigo, but the time it reached its fullest extent was when he met his defeat at the hands of Ulquiorra. With the feeling of powerlessness and Orihime's vulnerability overwhelming him, Ichigo rose up from the dead in his new Vasto Lord form, not only surprising the audience, but the prideful Ulquiorra as well. This was the most powerful and most impactful transformation Ichigo has undergone at this time. So, there's no wonder it's stuck in the mind of the fans for a long time. Number 9. Emiya Awakening, Unlimited Blade Works. He might be the naive and dumb teenager in the original Fate series, but the Unlimited Blade Works route, along with Ufotable's animation, managed to give his character an overpowered spin by showing the potential of his unlimited blade works. The clash between Shiryu and Archer wasn't limited to just the physical fight. It was also a clash of ideals of what Emiya believed and what Archer tried too hard to deny. At the climax of their battle, Archer summons Emiya to his own reality marble, but Emiya turns the tables as he awakens his own power within the creations of Archer. With his mind clear and Kiritsugu's words echoing inside his mind, Emiya creates weapons all around him and meets Archer face to face in a clash of swords and magic. Number 8. Eren using full power of the attack Titan. Manga readers may know who was behind this all along, but let the suspense hang in the air because I want to keep this video manga spoiler free. In their final battle, the female Titan manages to overpower Eren for a second time and bring him to his knees. But that isn't enough to stop our favorite revenge maniac. Echoing the words of his hatred, Eren rises back, but this time awakening the full power of his Titan and going berserk as he easily overpowers the female Titan. I know, speak of bad karma. Of course, I wouldn't do justice if I won't give credit to Sawano's incredible music in the background and the effort of all the animators. Number 7. Luffy Awakening, Conqueror Haki. Our rubber boy with slippers and a straw hat isn't always fun and cheerful, especially not when his brother's life is on the line. Even if this meant running straight into Marineford with 1,000 Navy soldiers all waiting to cut him down, Luffy wasn't about to give up. But even with his best efforts, the execution still continues, and with a single burst of powerful emotion, Luffy awakens the Conqueror Haki and makes his soldiers unconscious. Besides being an emotionally tough moment and a hype moment for all Luffy fans, this was also another big signal that Luffy was indeed the boy to become the Pirate King one day. Number 6. Mob unleashing psychic powers. Now I know there were plenty of instances Mob was at the peak of emotional breakdown and unleashed his powers, but the first time always leaves an impact, right? Even when Teru Hanazawa forced Mob to fight, he held back his attacks and let the one with the superior complex do the punching. But after being knocked down unconscious, he woke up, awakening his psychic powers to its most powerful level. This state was shown with 3 question marks, which meant it went beyond his 100% psychic powers. It was soon proved true when he kicked the naked boy into the sky. No, that wasn't humiliation. That was a concluding move of a slugfest massacre. Number 5. Asta awakening his demon form. Asta has his own Naruto-like transformation to show off. In his fight with the Witch Queen, Asta unlocked a form that no one knew about. This Black Bull rookie awakened a hidden demon inside him, letting out a raging scream mixed in with a black and red animation. Anyone who thought that Asta had reached the maximum level of his power was proved wrong once again, as this regular shonen protagonist proved that he'll keep leveling up as long as the show has episodes. The Witch Queen was giving a hard time to the Black Bulls, so if Asta hadn't awakened his power, things would surely not have ended well for them. Asta's black form also cleared his mind of all self-doubt, and soon he was showing Ladros how bad it was to have him on the bad side. Number 4. Obito awakening Mangekyo. In a list of anime awakenings, you've got at least one that is triggered because of a betrayal, or what seems to be a betrayal in the character's eyes. When Zetsu warned Obito about his friends in danger, he was quick to rush into the scene, but what he saw managed to shatter both his character and perspective. He witnessed Kakashi pierce Rin through the heart with his lightning blade. This triggered both rage and power within him, and with the power of the Mangekyo, he was almost a second berserker, taking down the ninjas and killing them brutally one after the other. Kakashi awakened his Mangekyo at the same time, but he could have never felt the same pain and suffering Obito felt at the moment. They say loss of love gives birth to the greatest rage. If you know what Obito turns into, you've got proof of it. Number 3. Kaneki becomes a ghoul. What does 1 week of torture turn you into? A monster? An apathetic beast? A killer with bloodlust? Turns out, Kaneki became all of them. After being kidnapped by Jason, he was tortured for 1 week. His fingernails were torn, toes were removed, and he was given an immense psychological torture by killing the ones he cared about, right in front of him. This didn't make him mad like Obito, but instead turned him into an emotionless ghoul with a taste for revenge. The Kaneki we see 1 week later is now completely different from the boy we saw in the beginning. And soon after, Kaneki takes the upper hand in a fight against Jason purely by the element of surprise. And what's more brutal is how he proceeds to eat Jason alive, showing that he had lost his last shreds of humanity. Number 2. Akira awakening power. You take a kid to a nightclub and the last thing you expect to happen is for the kid to turn into a devil. The new Devilman Crybaby had an ambitious premise with its animation and story, but the scene that kicked it to the next level was Akira's power awakening at the end of the episode. He was consumed by the demon Amon, but Akira's humanity quickly took over control of the demon as he turned to a half-human, half-demon. The next sequences were a little gory, okay, maybe very gory. Akira continued to massacre every demon inside the nightclub, and with a conclusive roar, he announced the return of the famous Devilman. Number 1. Shinji awakening his power. What better power awakening to finish off this list than a weak antisocial boy becoming a god and destroying the world? At the end of the second Evangelion movie, Shinji had run away again, which is no surprise, and then regretted not being able to save Rei. He was forced to kill Asuka because of his father's actions, and seeing his second friend, or soon-to-be girlfriend, die was more than he could bear. One thing that makes this power awakening scene unique is that none of us ever saw this one coming. When it comes to Ichigo, Luffy, Mob, or even Asta, we all know that we can expect them to rise up in their power hierarchy, but a boy who had issues with depression all the time, bonding with an angel, and causing the second impact didn't exist even in our nightmares. So there goes 10 of the best power awakening scenes in anime. So which one of these scenes did you like the most? As usual, let me know down below in the comment section about your favorite scene, and don't forget to remind us about anyone we missed. And if you haven't joined our growing community yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button along with the bell notification icon to instantly be updated as soon as we come out with more videos. With that said, hope you guys stay safe and stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.